Let's get it popping. All right. Welcome. Welcome back to the Matrix. You're not just in the Matrix, you are. You are the Matrix. Drop your coins in the chat. I'll be on here for probably, I don't know, maybe a couple, just live stream, just taking notes because I want to remember all of the coins that I do. Right now I got the Bitcoin chart up. Today is what day? Today is the 25th. 23, 25, 01. All right. Freed says, Aptos, I got you, my friend. APTOS. All right, let's get it rolling, y'all. Get these coins. APTOS. Ooh. Oh. APTOS. Let me make sure we get the right chart here. Whoops. Pretty much the same. And we'll check Coinbase. I like to get the chart with the most amount of data. Now, the reason I say that, this particular chart does not have a lot of data. Just being upfront and honest. So when this thing ICO'd, it looks like October of 2022. Typically, in order to make a accurate analysis on any sort of charts, you would like a year of data. However, I'll do the best that I can. And I can at least give you medium term take profit levels. I don't know where you got this thing at, or if you're just considering it or what. But it's hard to tell. You want like a year worth of data on trading. So the 1618 would be the first level that would be likely to get rejected. That would be $21.77. The maximum parabolic level, and I say maximum, but who knows with this thing, because this isn't enough data to have a full swing, upside, downside, all that. But $52, definitely a good place to take profit. And then you'd want to see where it would go. Beyond that, if it does reject off the 1618 at like $21, it would likely come back down here to the 0.5, maybe the 702 at $12 for a back test. That would be perfectly fine. The highest back test would be about probably $15. I could see that filling out this wick right here all the way. So, as always, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. What did I put? $52. So there you go. Hope that helps, my friend. But yeah, you would like a coin with at least a year of trading data. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if I go over here to, you think Bitcoin is going to 12K? I don't. I do not. I have not. Hey, mate. Hey, Glenn. How's it going? I have video evidence. All right, so check it out. I'm going to give you guys my thesis on the entire market. I have video evidence. You can go back and look on my profile. On November 8th, November 9th, I came out here and I said the bottom is in. And check it out. For Bitcoin, it wicked one more time. Just a wick. It wasn't even a full body. But it was on the 11th. It wicked one day lower. However, If you go to Ethereum, XRP, Matic, Quant, the bottom has been in since June. They have not revisited the lows of June. The bottom has been in for over 8 months. Okay? So let's go over here on Bitcoin. I literally just did that one. There's not a lot of trading data on that particular coin. I had the maximum level at $52, but really you would like a full year of trading before you can really get an accurate analysis on where it's going to go parabolically. Now I can point out resistance and back test and stuff like that, but as far as a brand new coin, there's really no okay, so my low cap gem is Sauce. I have no idea, not the slightest clue where Sauce is going to go. You know what I mean? Not the slightest clue, because there's no chart data on it. So I can't really project where it's going to go, although I'm bullish on Sauce. But I have no idea where it's going to go. All right, so this is why I think that Bitcoin, now anything is possible under the sun. But when every single person is saying this is where we're going, it never works out like that. Just like right in here, everyone was saying Bitcoin's going to 100,000. And right here, they were saying Bitcoin is going to 12,000. It never works out like this. All right, so let me give you guys my full analysis on the market. This is like a different crowd, I think. But I'm going to give you the full Wyckoff, where we're at in the market based off of Wyckoff, based off of Fibonacci's, my price targets, all of that stuff. All right. So we have almost completely, we have just basically repeated exactly, almost verbatim, what the previous bull market has done. All right. And if we go back here to the previous bull market, this is now 2017. All right. This is the 2017 peak euphoria and Bitcoin. All right, so we had a parabolic rise up over, well over a 10x, and this isn't even the bottom of the previous. This is just right here, well over a 10x, and then we had an 85% drop, right? An 85% drop. However, right here, to this point right here, this level right here, everyone thought it was over. This was a 69% drop. Everyone thought it was over. A huge drop to the downside. Trading sideways, trading sideways, trading sideways. One more drop down. Everyone right here, Bitcoin is stupid. Crypto is stupid. Why would you ever be in crypto? This is the bottom. Why would you be in crypto? It's going to 1,000. It's going to 100. Sound familiar? And then, all right, so let's go back over here to the bull market, or I'm sorry, the previous. Parabolic rise, drop 85%. Okay, but we had a huge drop right here. Everyone thought that that was it. Trading sideways, trading sideways, trading sideways. One more drop down. One more drop down. Depths of despair. Crypto is stupid. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. It's going to 12K. It's going to 10K. All that, right? Sound familiar? Okay. And then, in a matter of a week or two, we took out all of this sideways trading of 162 days. We took it out in a couple of weeks. Come back over here. All of this sideways trading. $90-something days. Took it out in a week. And really, it's probably going to bust through this. And if you count all of this, it's probably pretty similar. 223. So 90, 223, same thing, potato, potato. But look, we're right above all of this where the wife's boyfriend saying it's going to 10K, 12K, right? All right, so from here, you bust through this huge range, and then you back test. You back test the prior support. This is where I think we are at right now. Bust through the range, come back, and back test the prior support. I have a buy order in at 18.7, but for me, anywhere between 21,000 and 17,000 is perfectly good. The last entry point before we go on what is called a retracement. Just because the bottom is in does not mean that the bull market is on. The first thing that needs to happen is a retracement to the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement, or to the 702 would be the maximum retracement. It would be like this. If I hold a ball, a bouncy ball, and I drop a bouncy ball, it's going to hit the ground and bounce up about 50 to 70%, aka the 702 retracement. All right, so now look, we dropped 85%, busted through, back tested, and then boom, went on a retracement level between the 502, the 0.5 Fibonacci and the 702. We smacked right dab in the middle on the 618, which is literally right in between the 0.5 and the 702. We nailed it on the head. And what you're going to see on this, which this is a 3X from the bottom on Bitcoin. All the other coins are going to move way harder. But this is a 3X from the bottom on Bitcoin. But what you're going to see when we get a relief rally, everyone's going to say, Bitcoin is back. Crypto is back. We're going to Mars, my friend. Woo! Can't wait. We're going to be rich. But I will say, when we get up here, I'm going to go ahead and get off the moon. You guys go ahead and go to the Mars, because this thing is coming crashing back down to Earth. Part of Wyckoff, after the retracement, you have what's called a spring. They call it a black swan. Spring, black swan, same thing. This was C19. Right here. This was C19. In Wyckoff, they call this a spring. And we spring the hell out of here into the next bull market. This is the last life-changing entry point. And that, my friends, is what I think we're right here into the back test level. So I think we're going to back test somewhere in here before having our relief rally to the 0.5 to the 702, which for Bitcoin would be 40,000 for the 0.5, as high as 50,000. That is the relief rally. That is where I will be de-risking most of my crypto that I'm not holding forever. I will be de-risking here because everyone's going to say, woo, off to Mars we go. But we're going to have another black swan. And I'm telling you now, the black swan is not going to be comfortable. It will not feel good. You will feel like an idiot buying on the black swan. It will be very painful. It will be very painful. Whatever that event is, it's going to be scary. But that is the last life-changing entry point before we go off and away to the next bull market. And for me, I think it's going to be somewhere between 30,000 and 21,000. Somewhere in there is going to be the back test, black swan, spring in Wyckoff to the next bull run. This is going to happen. This play right here is going to happen sometime in 2023. By the end of 2023, the beginning of 2024, because if you remember the last spring right here, this was in 2020, March of 2020, right? This is when C19 happened. That was the spring. So this was already pretty much into the next bull run after the halving. So it could be the beginning of Q1 of 2024 would be the spring. But I think the relief rally will be by the end of 2023. So that is how I view the market, and that's how I will be playing the market. In addition to my dollar cost averaging every single week, this is how I will be playing the market. I will be de-risking almost everything. When Bitcoin starts getting into 36, 37, 38,000, I'm going to start selling, because you're going to feel it. Just pay attention right now. Pay attention to what I'm saying, and pay attention to when Bitcoin starts getting above 30,000, I want you to pay attention to your friends, your family, the news, Twitter. So for now, just DCA. That is what I'm doing. I don't think there's a play to be had at this moment in time because we're in no man's land. We could go up and we could come back and back test. We need to see how this play is going to play out because the play pretty much already happened as far as this particular move. This is on Bitcoin, like we're talking about a 61%. Like that's pretty big for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the king of them all. So that is my outlook based on Wyckoff, based on Fibonacci retracements. And the question is too, what is the altcoins going to be doing when Bitcoin is riding up to 30 to 50,000? What are the altcoins? Because if you look at Optimism, this could be a precursor. There's a couple of coins that you guys were showing me, and I'm like, that's interesting because this is what happened last time. Like Optimism. No, it wasn't Optimism, but Optimism got to the 618 already. I forget what coin it was, but there's a coin that's already parabolic. It's already at the 1618, which is the first parabolic level during this little pump. I forget what coin it is though. I have my list from yesterday. It's VAI, I think, actually. But this is what happened last time. Nope. Anyways, it's on my live stream. One of them went parabolic. I forget which coin it was. I wasn't holding it. One of them was already at the 1618, which the 1618 is the conservative parabolic level. Aptos, I already did Aptos, my man. $52. Was it? Damn it, man. I can't remember which coin it was. Yeah, look at this. This is already parabolic. See this? This is already parabolic. 1618 is right here. 2618 is here. Like the stock market went to the 2618 when the Fed banned themselves from owning stocks. So the question is, when Bitcoin is retracing, what are the altcoins going to be doing? That is the question. And definitely the Black Swan, what you're going to see after the Black Swan is Bitcoin dominance is going to get real heavy. And that is going to be the first mover of the bull market. Bitcoin and Ethereum, those will be the movers. Everything else will be followed behind. No, I meant, was it Aptos, the coin where you were searching? Yes, I think it was, my friend. There was a couple of them, actually. There was a couple of them, but that was one of them. And that's the question. That's my view on the market. That's how I'll be playing it. But the best strategy is to dollar cost average. Because look, if you dollar cost average, it takes all the emotions out of it. It takes all the decisions. If you're just buying every single week, this was painful if you were like trying to time the market. But if you just had, your $10 buy or your $50 buy or $500 buy every single week, whatever it is for you, this was nothing. This was nothing. And that is the strategy. That is the strategy. That is the strategy. That is the strategy. And then when things start getting euphoric, then go ahead, de-risk, all that. All right. Buy the dip for sure when crazy events happen. All right, AGIX and then Ali, just buy during the red weeks. Just buy every week. And buy heavy when crazy events happen. Not financial advice. Don't trip, buy the dip. AGIX, same thing. We got rejected off of its previous high on the launch point to be fair. So it looks like it might be trying to build some support here, which is good. This is a very, very new chart. You would like to see more data for sure. Getting across to the downside up here on the MACD, but still well green. You'd really like to see on the weekly. Like, there's nothing on the weekly, man. This is a really new chart, but looks like it's trying to build support. This is hard to, this would be good. What you would like to see is to build a good bit of support here at, 17 cents. That's the 618. If this thing wants to go parabolic, though, 83 cents. But again, this is a really new coin. There's not that much data on it. October of 2022. So if you DCA all this year, don't de-risk at the Black Swan event. Sell during the spring of 2024. Listen, I can't tell you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. Okay? But if you are like not obsessed with it, you know what I mean? If you're not like looking at charts every day, the best strategy is going to be just DCA until your grandma starts asking you about crypto. Or the guy at the gas station is talking about crypto. You know what I mean? That it'll probably be the end of 2024, middle end of 2024 into the beginning of 2025. You could just start dollar cost averaging. But if you want to have some cojones, you'll know if it's a black swan because it's going to be painful. And people are going to be like, this is crazy. It'll be something crazy. Like it's not going to be a good event. You know what I mean? It'll definitely be a scary thing that happens. Like some major company is going to go out of business. A new war has started. It'll be a new disease has started. It'll be something crazy. That is unexpected because by definition it couldn't have been predicted, right? And so I don't think we could sit here and think about it all we want, but we're not going to predict it. Maybe like the president gets freaking, they find all this stuff on him about the classified documents, and he gets impeached. Like that could be like, we're not going to figure it out because it's by definition we won't be able to figure it out. But something will happen. And it's going to be, the zombie apocalypse. The blood starts to mutate. By definition, we won't know what it is. But you'll know in the markets because it'll just look like a violent little straight down line. Black Swan event is for sure a thing, or is it based on previous cycles? In Wyckoff, they call it a spring. So in order, like if you were to look at a spring, right, like just like a swirly spring, right? If you wanted to like push it down, like if I were to take out this pin right here, it's got a spring in it, right? Let me see if I can get it. Here we go. So we got a spring. If I wanted to like have this thing jump up in the air, I would need to compress it down. And that's what a Black Swan event is. It's a spring. It compresses the market down, gets it really tight so that you can bounce it up high. That's basically how it is. And all right, I'm going to explain. This is a good idea that I thought about on how to explain like how I come up with these things and how I view like Wyckoff along with the Fibonacci retracements. All right. So basically what Wyckoff, what coin will be the next Shiba? That is the question. For me, it's Sauce. Sauce is the low market cap gem that's going to 50 or 100x. Could be wrong. Not financial advice. But that's the one where I'm like, yep, that's gonna rock it. I don't have any chart data off of that. There literally is no chart data. All right, I'm gonna explain to you guys like how I come up with this, with the way that I do with Wyckoff and Fibonacci retracements. Okay, it would be like this. If you were to do like land navigation, right? I'm talking about real land navigation where you don't have a GPS and you're not just running or you're walking for miles and miles and miles, and you have a map, you have a road map, and you know where you need to go. So we need to go here. This is our end destination. Okay? And it's, 50 clicks away or 20 clicks away or 5 clicks away, whatever. And then this is where we started, right? So we know our start point. We know our end destination. Okay, well, what Wyckoff is like terrain features that you can recognize because stuff's going to get scary. Like this is a really scary dip right here. So maybe you were running down a mountain and you fell and you got discombobulated onto what is up and down, right? But you're just walking and you start noticing some terrain features, right? And this is what Wyckoff is. Wyckoff is like terrain features that you can kind of back test. Well, if I think that I'm here, but if I walk and I find a river over here, that means I've gone too far, and that means I know exactly where I'm at. And that's what Wyckoff is. It's like, it doesn't just go up in a straight line. It's like, I'm not going to buy right here. Or I'm not going to, other than my dollar cost average, I'm not going to make a trade right here because I want to make sure that the river is right here. We're going to back test before we go on to the relief rally. And that's kind of what it is. It's like a map with terrain features where you're trying to recognize where you are in relation to the map. That's what Wyckoff is. And the Fibonacci's are the levels that they tend to go to. All right, so look. So here's the previous bull run, right? 2017. Down to the bottom. 2018, bear market. All right, pulled a fib from the top to the bottom. This is gold right now, you guys. You should take some notes. All right, this is like gold, gold, gold. You pull a fib from the top to the bottom. So we have our roadmap. The Wyckoff is roadmap. And Wyckoff is kind of difficult to understand. But once you got it, you got it. It's like, kind of like riding a bike. It's difficult to master. But it's the most tried and true over and over again, not just in crypto, in the stock market, and everything. Wyckoff is everything. All right? So from the top to the bottom, you pull a fib, right? And look, you go here to the next bull run, and boom, literally on the head, 3618, which is the parabolic level. Same thing. The retracement level came to the 618, which is where retracements go. So everywhere, this is like the amount of distance on the roadmap that the next point should be. So when you combine the two, that is how you get where you're going. It's like doing land navigation, but the only thing that you're navigating is the stock market or the cryptocurrencies. So there you go. Thoughts on Tectonic, maybe 100X, IDK. I don't really. Oh, Ali, I got you. This was the pen I was using. I destroyed my pen that I was taking notes with to give you guys a good demonstration. So make sure you hit that like button. All right, Ali, I got you. Tectonic, I don't know that much about fundamentally, to be honest. I'm not seeing this one. Oh, I spelled it wrong. That's why I'm not seeing it. All right. So for me, like I focus, especially in the bear market, I focus heavily on my top 5, top 10 projects because it's very much there's a saying, it's everything is everything. And it's funny, it's quirky, but it's true. The saying is everything is everything. And what it means is everything that is a principle and that works as a principle is a principle that works in every single industry or lane. And there's a principle, like it's better I think it was like Bruce Lee who said he's more afraid of the man who's practiced one kick 10,000 different times rather than the man that's practiced 10,000 different kicks. And so that's what I do, especially in the bear market. Fundamentally, the white papers and all that, I'm trying to still rally on BTC. Talk about BTC tomorrow movement. Like I said, I think we're in no man's land on BTC. What I'm going to be looking for to confirm that we are indeed on the correct place on the roadmap. I'm doing land navigation, and I think that we're headed here, right? But there should be a river 500 meters from here. All right, so we need to go down here and see if the river is 500 meters from here, and I will, in fact, know exactly where we're at on the roadmap. And for me, the 500 meters point from here would be a back test anywhere between 21,000 to 17,000. That's what I'll be looking for. I have a buy order in at 18.7. And if that happens, then I can say a relief rally is soon to follow to the 0.5 Fibonacci on Bitcoin, which is 40,000. The 702 is 50,000. All right. So the 0.5, we already hit the 236 on this, so we already hit the automatic rally on this thing. 6.9 cents is the 0.5 Fibonacci. If she just wants to retrace, that's where she's going to go. 90% of all cryptocurrencies are only going to retrace. The maximum retracement is 9.5 cents. And I'll show you why I always say that too, is like my biggest bag is XRP. Guess what? XRP didn't make a new all-time high, but it nailed the 702 on the head. And that's why I always advocate for taking profits at these levels, because you don't know what's going to be the parabolic, what's going to be like the end coin or the end group. Like it was DeFi summer, and then it was the meme coins. You don't know what it's going to be. It could be storage. It could be ISO. It could be NFTs. Like, who knows what it's going to be. But that's why you should take profit. The maximum parabolic level for Ali is 46 cents. Right. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. By the way, I just got subscribers or members, whatever you guys want to call it. So if you guys want to become a member, you're going to have access to my portfolio percentage buy and sell alerts, messaging to me directly, and getting bumped to the front of the line. So if you want to help support me, consider becoming a member. All right. XRP, I don't touch, I just accumulate. That is the move. Dollar cost average, dollar cost average, dollar cost average. Like, look, let's go back to Bitcoin real quick. Let's go back to Bitcoin. I'm going to show you guys. Because this is how it works, man. If you don't dollar cost average when it's so painful, when your grandma, your grandpa is saying you're silly, your teachers, like, oh, what the hell is wrong with you, blah, blah, blah. You miss all this, like, crazy gains. Right? So, most people are going to get back in here, and then it's going to start going down. They're going to panic, and they're going to be in this washing machine on the back, on the wrong side of it. We break a bull flag on Bitcoin. First target 24K, second target 25K. Yeah, so for me, the signal that, hey, we're going to the relief rally, we start getting daily closes above 25,000. That to me is a very strong indicator that things are getting very, very, very bullish, because we broke out of that huge cluster of trading right here. This is it, like 25K. We start getting body closes on the daily above that. Guess what? There's nothing. There's thin air between 25 and 29. When there's thin air, guess what happens? It gets filled out. So I think we're going to back test before we go break through that. But we're in a no man's land. Like, This is why I'm not doing anything except for dollar cost averaging, because we're in a point right now. Let me delete this. We're in a point right now where she could keep going, or she could keep going here, or she could reject off of here and then go there. And then it would be like this. So, like, we don't know what's going to happen. But this is not like we're not at a point where it's an intersection, in my opinion. It's like the best thing to do at this point in time, in my opinion, is to dollar cost average to see where we're actually at. But that is my opinion. I lost my train of thought. Oh, the dollar cost averaging part. So if you dollar cost average right here, let's just say your average price was right here at this little neckline, right? You know, you got a 10x at the neckline. But most people, they're like, oh, I'm going to wait until it gets exciting again, right? And maybe they start getting in here. And like from here, like you're chasing a 64%. Even from here, like even from right here, like you're chasing a 2x. Like most of the gains have already been had from the bottom. And that's why I always advocate for dollar cost averaging, because it takes your emotions out of the equation. And it takes the decisions out of the equation. I was DCA on Bitcoin at 17.6 average price. Hey, you'll love to see it. Because my parabolic level for Bitcoin, I think there's a chance that it gets dethroned and it only retraces. I still am open to that idea. But if she wants to go parabolic, which I think she probably will, 17.6, you're looking at a easy 10x. I'm looking at a 188K parabolic level for Bitcoin in 2025. And you'll know too, because when we start getting over 100K, they're going to start screaming, it's going to 250,000. It's going to 500,000, bro. Bitcoin to 1 million. We're rocking it off to Mars. And just tell them, like, no thanks. I'm going to get off at the moon because she's going back down to Earth. But I'm going to be taking profit on most of my stuff on this rally. When I start seeing Bitcoin get, 36, 37, 38K, like I'm going to start de-risking, especially on the stuff that you're like, if you sit down and make a list on what you really like, what you really believe in, what you really think is going to be here the next 10 years plus, if you were to sit down and make a list on that, and why you think that, I bet, if you were to narrow it down to 10, like that would be what you would maybe hold on to and not de-risk as much. But like the stuff that's not in the top 10 for you, and maybe you're iffy on it, that'd be a good place to de-risk. And I'm not telling you to do nothing, first of all. But I'm not going to be selling everything, like maybe 40, 50, 60%, depending on how I feel about the asset. But if I don't feel strong about it, like it's like, why did I buy this? Maybe 65%, and I have a little moon bag or whatever. But that's how I look at the markets. I'll be good with a 10x, right? Yeah, no, 10x. Like, good luck getting that in the stock market. And I own stocks. I own silver. I own real estate. It's an and world, not an or world for me. I live in an and world, a world of abundance. They print money every single day. They printed $7 trillion. So why should I be worried about money? There's plenty of it to go around. There's no shortage of it. You know what I mean? It's everywhere. Anytime that there's a problem, they'll make more of it. All right, Gala. Gala is getting pretty close to the automatic rally that I have marked out here at 5 cents. I mean, if you were accumulating down here, like I said, guys, like if you're accumulating, let's just say you were accumulating at this range right here, because no one's got the cojones to buy the bottom. Like, you're already at a 1x. My rule is, and again, I'm not telling you guys what to do, but anytime I 1x, aka 100%, I take 5% off the table, minimum. As high as 20%. If I 1x, take a little 5, 10, 20% off the table. But I like Gala, though. Gala's cool. I think it's probably the best gaming token. Now, if Gala just wants to retrace, you're looking at 42 cents. Maximum retracement level of 58 cents. If Gala wants to go absolutely parabolic in 2025, you're looking at $2.97. Yeah, see, I like the bigger coins too, such as Bitcoin, although they're going to 10x, probably at the parabolic level. The likelihood that they're going away is much smaller, and the downside protection is much, much smaller. And I always say this, the first 3 rules of investing are as follows. Number 1, do not lose money. Number 2, see rule number 1, and rule number 3 is to see rule number 2. So those are the first 3 rules of investing. People are like, they ask me, why do you have these giant coins in your top 5? And it's like, I want the upside potential with the downside risk. Because at the end of the day, my thesis is, this is my generation's version of the .com bubble. Near, I got you. This is my generation's version of the .com bubble. And in the .com bubble, 97% of all those stocks, all those IPOs, they went to zero. Nada. Nothing. Pets.com had an $80 million valuation, never sold a single collar. There's a lot of that in cryptocurrency. There's a whole lot of nonsense in the markets of just stuff that is like has no substance at all to it. And it's just getting these crazy billions of dollars poured into it, right? However, the technology that was the .com bubble was the internet. And the internet changed the world forever in every single way. You guys are watching me in my basement right now because of the internet. This would not be possible. And also, 97% are going to zero, but 3% were the Amazons, were the Googles, were the PayPals, and they changed everything, and they literally control and rule the world in every single way. So that is what I am looking for in the cryptocurrency, because I know that the blockchain, just like the internet, is going to change the world forever in every single way, just like the internet did. And within there, there's going to be companies that are the winners. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the Googles, the PayPals, the Amazons of crypto, because they are out there. KDA, I got you, my friend. They're out there. All right, Near. Good explanation. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When they talk about the greatest transformation of wealth, that is how it's going to be done. All right, Near getting pretty close to the automatic rally. $2.58 I have for the automatic rally as a neckline. But again, if you were accumulating down here, the difference between $2.57 versus $2.58 is like, potato. You're fighting for another 6%, where if you were accumulating, even at this neckline here, maybe you missed this dip, right? You're up 78%. So this would be a good place to take a little bit of profit, 5% if you wanted to. Non-financial advice. If Near just wants to retrace, which again, 90% of all cryptocurrencies are only going to retrace. They're not going to make new all-time highs. $10. The maximum retracement level for near would be $13.87. And if near does want to be on the other side of the 90%, on the 10%, and go absolutely parabolic in 2025, price prediction is $66.47. All right. Do you have AVAX on radar? I need to put it on my radar, because every time I live stream, there's like at least 2 people that bring it up. So maybe I should research it a little bit more. Right now, my top 10, I'll give you guys my top 10. And I'm not the savior. I'm not the messiah. I'm not the crypto know all, be all, have all, and see all. This is just my own thesis, all right? You should come up with yours. I'm not your your messiah or nothing like that. I'm just a guy in his basement who's obsessed with financial freedom. My top 10 are H-Bar, Quant, VeChain, XRP is number 1, XLM, Algo, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then Hex, and then Flux. But Flux is like more personal bias. It's not really a Flux is good. It's really, really solid, but I have a Bitcoin mining farm, so I'm biased towards Flux because that's what I mine. All right, what do we got? KDA. Yeah, Matic is in there, actually. I have my list wrote down, actually. Matic's in my top 10. There's a couple that are like 10A, 10B. Matic's in there for sure. You could easily replace like Hex or Flux. If I were to give you my true top 10, I would take out Flux and I would put Matic in there. Quant prediction in 2025. Got you, my friend. All right. So, on KDA, XLM, I get 4% cash back on XLM on my Coinbase card. I talked about it in a different live stream, but I can teach you guys how to do that if you want. All right, so getting pretty close to the automatic rally. I'm going to put this ray line down here. You can see like a huge cluster of trading at $1.49. We're at $1.26. So getting pretty close. If you wanted to de-risk, like getting close enough to where it wouldn't be, the end of the world, take a little 5-10% off the table. If she just wants to retrace, you're looking at $5.17. The maximum retracement level on KDA would be $6.99. And if KDA wants to go absolutely parabolic in 2025, my price prediction is $32.53. All right, KDA is 32.53. I'm just trying to keep record of all this stuff. So yeah, Coinbase. And again, I always advocate to utilize the exchanges as tools, but what they are not is they are not a tool to store your crypto, in my opinion. You should store your crypto on some sort of hardware wallet or MetaMask or Hashpack. That's where you should store your crypto. But you should utilize the exchanges to exchange your crypto for fiat and vice versa. And one thing that I do, I don't have my card with me, but one thing that I do is I use Coinbase card. I use a ACH, and I'm not affiliated with them or nothing like that. I'm just telling you guys what I do. I'll probably make a video, like a long video on YouTube about this, actually. But I do a ACH USDC buy, and that's free if you do it that way. It says it takes 3 days, but it gets there immediately, able to spend immediately. And then you get 4% cash back in XLM. So right now, over the last week, I've just been doing my normal purchases like groceries and gas and whatever, like normal spending stuff that I don't need to be withdrew from my bank account. And I've been getting 4% cash back on XLM. So please do a video. I got you. I'm going to do like 30 days. It'll be like because I tried Saucer Swap liquidity mining for 30 days. I'll probably do it for 30 days. So I'm on like week 1 right now. But I can just do like a tutorial, and then I'll do like the results of me doing it for 30 days later. So yeah, it's 4% cash back, and it's your debit card. ACH transactions, it's free. ICP, a good investment. I think so. I think ICP is solid. Our QNT was the one that we were on. Did I do this full one? Yeah, this is chaos. Jeez. All right, QNT is next. All right, QNT is in my top 10. Top 5, actually. One of the strongest performers of the bear market. Again, like people are like, oh, is the bottom in? It's like, bro, you know. Like Quant hasn't touched, even been close to its bottom since June, like 8 months. Same thing for Ethereum, same thing for XRP. Like there's a lot of major altcoins that are nowhere near their bottoms. Matic is like that. Matic is nowhere near the June low. So I'm like, bro, like the bottom has been in. It's just like retracing down. Bitcoin it wicked like a tiny wick lower than June, but it didn't even get a body close that much lower at all. Anyways, QNT already went to the 0.5 Fibonacci at $2, $222, $228. Jesus, if I could speak. Current price, $155. Again, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but right here, I literally have video evidence documented. I was screaming that QNT is a steal at $48. A steal. Video evidence documented. Literally the bottom. All right. If the maximum retracement level would be $300 on this thing, it's done a lot of the moves already. Now, if QNT wants to go absolutely parabolic in 2025, $1,400 is my price prediction. It could go to like, if it wanted to go really crazy, it could go like $1,650. Big picture though on Quant, 10 years from now, like Quant to me is a 10-year player. I could be wrong, right? But according to my thesis, what I understand, their partnerships, their technology, their Overledger technology, their partnerships with Oracle Arena, Amazon, all these different places, this is a real deal player that's solving real world problems. And if you go back to the .com bubble, that analogy to crypto, so if you were to go back and study which coins, which .com stocks were the 3% that made it out and ruled the world today. What were they doing that was different? And here it is. They had government backing. So for me, that's all the ISO 20022s, which is Quant. And they were solving real world problems today, not in theory, today. Quant is doing that. XRP is doing that. XLM is doing that. HBAR is doing that. Hi, how are you? Can you tell about Quant? That's what we're doing right now, my man. Or woman. Or what? I don't want to assume. My good friend. We are talking about Quant right now. And that's what I was talking about. But yeah, big picture, I think that 10 years from now, Quant could be easily over $10,000. But 2025, 1400 is the parabolic level for me. But I do believe quant is here to stay 10 plus years. All right. ICP, do a video, XLM, QNT. What coins you guys want to do? Nobody. No coins are in the hole right now. I could do XLM, I guess. You guys said that. Solana, please. All right, I got you. Solana is up next. ICP on deck. Let's do it. Hey, did you guys watch my I just dropped the YouTube video of my previous live stream. I'm kind of experimenting and I want to get your guys' thoughts. LCX would be interesting. I got you. LCX is in the hole. So yesterday, I took yesterday's live stream. I downloaded the video and then I edited the whole thing, the full like hour-long stream, and I put it in the rhythm of TikTok. Very much like in your face with memes and all that throughout. No ums, ahs, and pauses and all that. So let me know if you guys like that style. I put some good work into that, but I want to know like how you guys are messing with that. So if you want yesterday's live stream, I had some pretty good Wyckoff analysis on there as well. It's in my YouTube channel, the most recent. You'll see it's like 44 minutes. I think it's like called Crypto Rally, What's Next or whatever. Yes, it's good. Thank you. Yeah, so let me know if that's like the style you guys want moving forward. Because I enjoy like editing like that, but it's a lot of work too. So I don't want to put energy into something if you guys don't like it. Because really, at the end of the day, I'm here to add as much value to you guys as humanly possible via how-tos, via price predictions, via securing your crypto, via entertainment, all of that. I want to be your one-stop crypto shop. All right. We're kind of in the range here. We busted through the bottom here on Solana. Hopefully you're accumulating down here. You'd be up 141%. Anytime I'm up 100%, I take 5% off the table. We'll probably fill this out. As you can see, like even way back here on Solana, there was only a couple wicks. But in between 27 and 14, there is absolutely no trading at all. So, not saying that this is going to happen right this second, but if I were a holder of Solana, I would want it to trade sideways and fill this out. Because if it doesn't, like let's just say it were to right here and just off and way to the moon, at some point in time, it has to fill this out. You know what I mean? Like, it has to fill it out at some point. So, for me, if I'm a holder, like, I want to get it over with. So, I think, like, the healthy thing and the likely thing is it's going to trade sideways in between here. But we're kind of at the automatic rally at $24. $28, excuse me. $28 is the automatic rally. But likely would trade sideways. If it wants to just bust through here, at some point it needs to come back here and fill out these wicks because there's no trading. All right. If Solana just wants to retrace, you're looking at $130. The maximum retracement level on Solana would be $176, which again, 90% of all cryptocurrencies are only going to retrace. 10% will go parabolic. Even my own favorite coin, XRP, my biggest bag, guess what? It didn't make a new all-time high last cycle. And you don't know which one's going to be which. Because it's not, especially where we're not at right now, we're in the infancy of the market. So fundamentals aren't really like moving the market like that. If Solana wants to go absolutely parabolic in 2025, my price prediction is $888. That's interesting. Sol for 888. Sol for 888. Yeah, like let me show you guys real quick. XRP. I'm trying to do you guys as coins, but I also like want to teach you too. You know what I mean? So here's XRP. Just real quick, I'm just going to show you because you can see it pretty obviously. So this was 2021. This was 2017. She came back to the 618. Like XRP, my biggest bag, didn't even make it to the 702. You know what I mean? So you can't be emotional about your coins. You got to take profit at these levels because no matter how good the fundamentals are, doesn't mean it's going to go parabolic. Not yet. All right. ICP. So don't be emotional. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess. Automatic rally on ICP, $9.75. If ICP just wants to retrace, $44. If ICP wants to go, the maximum retracement would be $60. Excuse me. If ICP wants to go absolutely parabolic in 2025, $289. Now, this is a conservative pull on ICP because whenever I see things like this, I don't like to count this. You can, because who knows like what could really happen, especially in crypto. Like stuff can just rocket. But I like to secure life-changing profits rather than try to catch the ultimate Lambo wick where I'm going to be a zillionaire. That's not what I'm interested in doing. I just want to secure the bag. So that's why I pull things in a parabolic, what I believe to be a conservative level. And that's why I'm always saying the 0.5, here's the automatic rally, here's the 0.5, here's the 702. Because you have multiple exit points of what I'm giving out, basically. And all my videos, even just my regular TikToks, like I say each one of those levels so that people have levels to go ahead and exit. All right. What did I say? 300. What does your term automatic rally mean? Automatic rally is like this. If I have a ball, like let's say like a little bouncy ball, right? If I have a ball and I drop a ball, I don't throw it. Like if I throw it, it's going to go really high, right? But if I just have a ball at the top and I drop it, it's going to come down and it's going to bounce up 50 to 70%. That is the retracement. The automatic rally, though, is going to be like the first initial like come up. It's just like automatic. Like it doesn't, even if you're like, even on something like, let's go to like Luna Classic, like literally died. The project is literally, it died. It like actually died. Like literally died. But still, even so, you have like a dead cat bounce. And that's pretty much what an automatic rally is. See? Right? Well, let me zoom in. It's the bounce from the bottom. Even if something is completely, utterly dead, like there's no chance that Luna Classic gets to the previous levels. Now, I'm not saying you can't make a ton of money on Luna Classic, because you can. But there's no chance it gets back up to here. But even on something that actually is dead, like the guy is on going to prison, there was I guess a better example would be FTT. Or another example. Not a better example. Same thing. Completely like dead, fall off a cliff. Even so, there was a bounce. Are we in a bull market? Thanks. Hey, Abdul. So, I've said this, and I'll say it again. Just because, and I just made a video on this too, just because the bottom is in, and I'm telling you now, the bottom is in, the bottom has been in for many, many months on Ethereum, XRP, QNT, Matic. The bottom's been in since June. Like, we have not touched the June lows, not even close, on all of those major projects. The bottom has been in for over 8 months. But just because the bottom is in does not mean that the bull market has started. So the next thing, according to Wyckoff, would be a relief rally, and for Bitcoin, it would be 40,000 to 50,000. That's the next macro major move. There's going to be micro wicks here and there, back tests, all that, but the macro major move, the next place before we roll back over, is going to be somewhere between 40 to 50,000. That is not the bull market. That is a relief rally before we roll back over, back test where we're at right now, somewhere between 30 to 21,000. It's going to go to 40 to 50,000, back test to 30 to 20 before then going off into a bull market. You'll know that the bull market has started because there's going to be a major black swan, and that is the spring of the next bull market. I gained more knowledge from you tonight than everything else I've watched in total. I appreciate that. That is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to... Education is like, it's the key, in my opinion. Like, because especially like with Bitcoin and major fund, like this is different. So something fundamental is different about FTT, right? But nothing fundamental is different about Bitcoin. Nothing fundamental is different about Bitcoin. That from here, then here. There's nothing different about Bitcoin from 69,000 to 15,000. There's nothing different about it. It's still the same. It does the same thing. Has the same amount of decentralization. It's the same. There's nothing different. Okay? And so that's why education is important, because we need to know like what it is, the hell that we hold. And this is the easiest way that I can explain it. 1 ounce, this is like the most clear thing on crypto and fundamental projects in crypto. All right, you ready? 1 ounce of silver equals 1 ounce of silver. 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin. However, if I were to take $1 over time, right? I got $1 here. Over time, $1 over the course of time does not equal $1. It does not, and it will not. And it's not coming back up. Their goal is to devalue it by 2% every year. That's their goal. They haven't been so successful as of lately. What's the range on... Okay, I'll do ETH. I got to give it to LCX next. ETH is up next after LCX. Oh, Chainlink, I'm sorry. I missed you. Chainlink is next after LCX, and then we'll do ETH. And then we'll do ETH. Yeah, so like, yeah, we need to know what the hell it is you hold, because if you know what it is you hold, you're not going to be shaken out. Especially if you're dollar cost averaging. You take your emotions out of it. Money is very emotional, especially to regular people, but you don't want it to be like that, because the whales, the liquidity and the market makers, they take money. How they make money is by taking your money. Consistently, without fail, retail, aka regular investors, regular people, they buy the top and they sell the bottom consistently. They've done that for 100 years. Okay, so you got to know that. I'm a regular investor, so I need to do the opposite of regular people if I want to make money. Nice. So this is, Abdul, this is what we mean by automatic rally. This is an automatic rally. It busted way through the conservative automatic rally, and now we're getting to the 236. This is a stopping point. Doesn't mean it's going to, but this is a level in which things do get stopped out before rolling back over. Probably like if it were to get stopped out here, it would probably come back and back test this level right here at 10 cents. So this would be a decent place to take profit on LCX, especially if you were accumulating on this huge cluster of trading down here. You had many days. You'd be up 2.5x. You could literally sell your initial and hold 150% bag, 150% bag to the moon because you have $0 of your own money invested. You could hold that to the literal moon. All right, so like you had 259 days to accumulate this price right here. Hopefully you were dollar cost averaging. All right, 0.5. The retracement level would be 29 cents. The maximum retracement level would be 40 cents. If LCX wants to go absolutely parabolic in 2025, my price prediction is $1.98. All right. Then we got Chainlink. Chainlink's in my top 10. Solves real world problems, which is the supply. We have a major supply problem. The supply problem is not going away. All right, so automatic rally, $12 for this thing, which would be in confluence with this 200-week moving average. Beyond that, if she just wants to retrace, you're looking at $28.36. The maximum retracement level would be $38.62. If Chainlink wants to go absolutely parabolic in 2025, my price prediction is $178. Hopefully you catch the top, but make sure you dollar cost average out if not. What's the range of Ethereum? You're next. Ethereum. I have a buy order in at 1,300. I'll just tell you guys that. Not financial advice. You got to do risk your own money because I'm not giving you advice, right? I'm not a financial advisor. But if you do want to become a member, I think it's $2.99. You get access to the percentages of my allocation of my portfolio. You get bumped to the front of the line on these live streams. And you get buy, sell alerts, books that have helped me, all that and more. Direct messages to me as well. Ethereum. So if you guys want to support me and gain some knowledge, like I've been just dropping straight gems on you guys all night, consider becoming a member because this is all the consolidated information that I have been obsessed with over the course of, where is Ethereum? Jesus. Years and years and years. Here it is. 1,600. So like we're getting pretty close to the 236 here, which would be like 1,800 would be like a stop out point. Now for me, if Ethereum starts getting daily closes above 2,000, that would be the same thing as if Bitcoin were getting daily closes above 25,000. That is like really bullish, and we're poised to go to, like I am certain we're about to go onto a relief rally. Okay, so we could range in here, like who knows how long. But I have a buy order in at 1,300. That's like my downside target for Ethereum. 1,430 would be good. 1,200, like I don't see it going any lower than 1,200. Dala, ski! It's your boy, Ski! What's up? All right, so the point 0.5 on Ethereum, which, by the way, I think Ethereum could actually dethrone Bitcoin on market cap. Not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying I'm open to the idea. I'm not closed-minded to the idea that it could happen. 2,800 would be the relief rally. The retracement. The maximum retracement would be 3,600 on Ethereum. In 2025, if Ethereum wants to go absolutely parabolic, my price prediction is 15,000. I would definitely take profit at 10,000. All the levels. Actually, I would take profit at 7,000. I would take profit at probably 8,800. And I would take profit at like 14,000. I'd get rid of most of my bag, other than what I wanted to hold forever. What's your thoughts on losses? Only losses if you sell, my man. Dollar cost average. Just average out if you're down big, but you still believe in the coin. So, like, when you have major losses, all right, this is my real thoughts. That is my real thoughts. But if you have major losses on a project, it depends. Do you believe in the project long term? Do you think the problem that it solves is a problem that is real and it's going to be here for 5, 10, 20 years? If that's the case, you want a dollar cost average heavy and average out your price. So it's less of a loss, because let's say you bought it at 100 and it drops to 30. Well, you're at a 70% loss, right? Well, if you accumulate just as much as you put in at the 100 at 30 or 40, well, now your average price is, 45 or 50. And, that's much more stomachable loss than, 100 to 30. No loss, less security, my man. It's a crypto. Oh. I got you. I'm over here giving you like strategies and like, man, I would just do this. Regarding DOT thoughts, DOT to me is that's what it is. It's medium. It's okay. It's nothing to write home about, but I don't think it's, it's not a shit coin, but it's not like nothing to write home about either. But I'll just finish that strategy, because I was telling you the strategy for if it's going to be here for 5, 10, 15 years, right? But if you have a major loss on something that is like, garbage, in your opinion, or at least a chance it's garbage, when Bitcoin starts rallying to 35, 36, 37, 38K, that would be your point to go ahead and get out of that. Loss. All right, loss, and then we'll do DOT. It's funny that that's the name, though. It's gorgeous. You like to see that, huh? A pretty sight for sore eyes. Up from this like little neckline here, not even the bottom, just the neckline, 145%. If you're up 145%, you could take out half your initial. If you were dollar cost averaging on loss down here at say 13 cents, you had a whole huge range. This is why I advocate for dollar cost averaging. I'm always talking about dollar cost average, dollar cost average, dollar cost average. You had 258 days to accumulate this price, to average it out. And you would be up 150% if you did that. And you could literally get rid of 50%. If you didn't even like this coin, you could get rid of 50% of your bag. You're half out, and you have 100% to ride to the moon. You have way less risk on the table. So that's why I'm always like telling exit points. All right, if loss just wants to retrace, you're looking at $1.43. The maximum retracement level would be $1.98. Again, I would take profit at all these levels. If she wants to go absolutely parabolic in 2025, $9.60. And I could absolutely see that, because I'm telling you guys right now, if you pay attention, you'll notice the 69s and the 96s are huge in crypto. Bitcoin's all-time high, 69,000. Dogecoin's all-time high, 69,000 or 69 cents. People think it's a funny thing, but it's not. It represents yin and yang, the people that control all this stuff, as above, so below, all that good jazz. The people that are in charge, that's what they believe. So if you see a 96 on a fib or a 69, that's a pretty good indicator. Not financial advice. All right. Dot. It's a dot. It's a dot. All right. No, diabito. All right. $9.62 is the little automatic rally. If DOT just wants to retrace, which 90% of all the cryptocurrencies are only going to retrace, I would take profit here, $26.77. The maximum retracement is $35.69. If DOT wants to go absolutely parabolic in 2025, my price prediction is $163. Sandy says she hit the like. I appreciate that. Make sure you guys are hitting that like, hitting that share if I'm dropping any value to you guys. That's what I'm here to do. Consider becoming a member. The first 5 members are going to get access to my portfolio, buy, sell alerts, books, direct messages, and bump to the front of the line. But that won't be the case after the first 5. So if you want to support me and my work, consider doing that. Dolly says, got any new projects out there we don't know about? Quant, please. I did Quant, my man. Or my friend. I'll do it again. I'll look at it again. So Saucer Swap is my number one low market cap gem. It's everything that Uniswap is for Ethereum. That's what Saucer Swap is, but it's for HBAR. And it has the same supply and everything, and it's at 2 cents right now. What's up, Ski? Appreciate what you do, brother. I appreciate you for stopping by, man. I thank you. So Saucer Swap is my number one low cap gem. Flux is a low cap gem, in my opinion. Really good fundamentals. The way that they're mining, everything is very decentralized. Even their mining rewards, because it's a proof of work mining coin, but it's not 100% proof of work. It's 50% proof of work, 50% proof of stake, and then even within that, they have 25% nodes, and it's very cool how it's set up. They do all the same stuff with NFTs and all that stuff, and they have their own wallet. Zelcore is their wallet. Which one? And the reason I like Flux is because the biggest whales in the market that no one wants to talk about are the miners. They have always been the biggest whales, and they will always be the biggest whales, and all that power has to go somewhere. So this idea that they're just going to roll over and proof of work is done is kind of silly to me. Both. So the only place you can buy sauce is on saucerswap.finance. I have full videos on that on my YouTube channel. I have a whole playlist on how to set this up. So this is SaucerSwap right here. It's saucerswap.finance. All the official links are in my YouTube. On the YouTube video, I have all the official links, so that like it's a solid link. You know what I mean? In my description on the channel. But here you go. Current supply of 332 million. The maximum supply is 1 billion. Current price of 3.3 cents. And this is a way that you can get liquidity, aka passive income on your crypto using the HBAR network. So I have full videos on how to set this up on my YouTube channel. But let's just say, like, I don't do any of these that I don't personally hold long term. But like if you liked Quick and Sauce, you could get 98% on providing liquidity for both of them. The ones that I do are, I'll just show you my portfolio. I do HBAR to Sauce, Link to Sauce, HBAR to USDC, Wrap Bitcoin to HBAR, Wrapped Ethereum to HBAR, QNT to HBAR, and HBAR to Sauce X. So all of these, I'm earning passive income. So let's just show you one. So USD to Sauce, that's one of them. I'm getting 59% on that. And the rewards are half in HBAR and half in Sauce. So this is a way that you can get passive income on your crypto without, like, look, I have $8 that I haven't even harvested right here. And I thought I harvested today, but I guess some of them didn't harvest. But I made a full video. I'll do a spoiler alert. So if you don't want to, I mean, go ahead and watch it anyways. It's a good video. But I said, like, I tried liquidity mining for 30 days. I put $2,000 in there for 30 days. And I made $200. I'm sorry, I made $100 off of that. Thank you for the subscription. I don't know who just subscribed. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sandy, for the subscription. I appreciate that. Thank you, Sandy. So yeah, $2,000, 30 days. I made $100 off of that $1,000 passively. But in addition to that, if you look at my portfolio, this is my TikTok, HBAR had a pump. So this was at $2,600 now. And I took out the $150. So really, I was at almost $3,000 at one point after 35 days or whatever it was. So not financial advice, you know what I mean? But if you wanted to make some passive income on some coins that you already hold, that's the way I use it. I don't mess around with any of these like Quick and Sauce and like anything that I don't know what the hell it is. And like, let's say maybe like you think that Bitcoin is going back to 10K, right? Well, right here, look, USDC wrapped in the HBAR network to regular USDC. It's literally two stable coins. You're basically just staking USDC, 27% APY. So, I mean, yeah, this is what I've been doing the entire bear market. So this is like my social media account, if you will. All right. But that's the only place you can buy Sauce. Sorry to finish answering your question. And then Flux is available on Binance. It's on Crypto.com. It's on, I think it's on Coinbase. Let me see. And Zelcore is their official web wallet, which Zelcore is kind of like MetaMask, but it's theirs. Let me just look at these. So Binance for sure. Uphold, you can buy it on there as well. And there you go. Zelcore is where I hold my Flux, though. That is a custodial wallet. All right. Thank you for the share, and thank you again, Sandy, for the subscription. I appreciate that. I appreciate you supporting my work. Do your daily... How do you do your taxes when when you trade daily. I don't trade daily. I don't. I say this over and over again, but 90% of my portfolio is accumulation, dollar cost averaging. 10% is for trading. And I'm not trading like every single day. I'm waiting for, as if like I'm in retirement, right? I'm in retirement and I'm only going to come out for the perfect trade. So I'm more like a swing trader, waiting for weeks and months for a setup to happen, and then I will trade. Because the first three rules of making money are: rule number one, do not lose money. Rule number two, see rule number one. Rule number three, see rule number two. Do you get to choose how long it's locked up for? Yep, 100%. I can unstake them right now. There's no lock on it. You're just providing liquidity. That's all you're doing. Which, if you guys don't know what providing liquidity is, it's why it's called liquidity mining. And this is what mining is. But what you're doing when you're providing liquidity is, let's just say I have Bitcoin and I want Ethereum. I don't want to sell my Bitcoin. I just want to transfer it or exchange it to Ethereum, right? Well, someone in the middle of these two, right? Of these two, this is Bitcoin, this is Ethereum, right? Someone in the middle has to provide me the liquidity of the equal amount of Bitcoin and the equal amount of Ethereum so that I can make the exchange. Well, when you do that, so that's what you're doing. When you're liquidity mining, you are providing the liquidity for other people to exchange different tokens. And when they exchange different tokens, you are rewarded a portion of the transaction, and also from, in this case, Saucer Swap, their own, they have a set inflation that they have on their coin, and it maxes out at 1 billion. And so that's what you're receiving. You're receiving their set inflation. And it's simple supply and demand on what the APY is. Let's say they have 1,000 sauce that they give out per year or whatever on a particular coin, which it's going to be way more than that. I'm just giving easy numbers. Well, let's say it's 100. Well, if there's only one person providing a little bit of liquidity, then the APY goes really high and it attracts more people to provide liquidity. And the more people that provide liquidity, the APY goes down. And that's how it works. It's strictly supply and demand on what the APY is. But typically everything is over like at least 15% is the lowest I've seen anything. Especially on USDC, like that's insane. Getting 20%, 30% on your USDC, like it's literally US dollar coin. It's, unless it depegs, which USDC shows their reserves. It's the one coin that shows their reserves. And if they go under, like we got bigger problems in the markets. Hey, thank you for the roses. I got on my little tangent there. I didn't even notice. Thank you. I appreciate them. Thank you. All right. So you're a macro investor. That's what I do. That is the way, the light, the truth. I am a macro. I'm here for the decades. My horizon is decades. If I'm trading, it's like, it's to scratch an itch or to come out of retirement for the perfect trade. But in reality, like I said, the first three rules of investing are don't lose money, and don't lose money. What do you think about ALBT? I got you. That guy's name threw me. All right. Getting pretty close to this automatic rally here. I mean, it nailed this prior resistance. Really, you would like to see it get through that. That'd be like the first little level. The next level would be 74 cents. Um, the maximum retracement level would be $1.03. If she wanted to go absolutely parabolic in 2025, my price prediction is $5.24. All right, this is a good little segue too, to like explain like what actual mining is too, because a lot of people don't know. You think we'll see 12K Bitcoin in the near future? I do not. At the beginning of this live stream, I went really, really, really deep on why I think that. I showed Wyckoff method, all that. And if you just think about most of the major altcoins, like such as Ethereum, such as Quant, Matic, XRP, most of the major like fundamental projects, their bottom has been in. Like their bottom has been in since June. Bitcoin went a little bit lower, and it's fine. It'll be posted on YouTube later, but their bottom has been in since June. Bitcoin wicked a little bit lower in November, but as far as the major altcoins, all of their bottoms have been in since June when Terra collapsed. They have not even snuffed a little bit lower. They haven't even like came anywhere near it. But no, I don't think 12. I think the bottom has been in for a while, for 8 months now. Actually, I think the Terra collapse for most of the market, besides a few outliers, was the bottom. And then beyond that, the FTX collapse was the bottom for everything else. Now, I say that to say this. Just because the bottom is in doesn't mean the bull market is here. I think the next move is a relief rally on Bitcoin, 38,000 to 50,000, somewhere in there. And then we're going to come back test the prior support, which is 20, anywhere between 30 to 21,000. We're going to back test that before having a spring, which from 50,000 down to 25,000. That's going to be pretty violent. It's going to be a major world event that happens, but that's really going to be the spring to get us to the next bull market, the actual parabolic, your grandma's asking about Bitcoin bull market. Alliance block, I got you. All right. L-I-A-N-C. Is this it right here? Did I? ALBT? Yeah, you're right. Oh, man. I've been streaming for a while now. Yeah. Well, I'll go back to... So you're thinking we're in a relief rally. I got you. I'm going to go back to Bitcoin. Because some people missed it. And then really, like, this is the most important part of the market anyways. Like, I can say all these other coins all day. But in reality, whatever Bitcoin is doing, that is the market. Everything is just going to be amplified off of this. But whatever Bitcoin is doing, that is the market. So, I can talk about all these other coins, and I mostly hold all the other coins too, but this is the market right here. So, all right, we're going to do a little Wyckoff recap. All right, to understand where we're at right now in the market, and I went really deep on this, I'm going to kind of briefly go over it. But if you want like the full lesson that I gave at the beginning, it'll be on my YouTube channel tomorrow. But I've talked about this a couple different times. They're all on my YouTube channel. But the full lesson that I gave earlier in the live stream will be on the YouTube channel tomorrow because it was some straight gold. All right, so this is the 2017 bull run. This is the 2018 bear market. Let me make sure you guys can see this. Is my camera still on? I just noticed I haven't like seen my. You guys gotta let me know when my camera goes off. All right, cool. All right. Oh, my bad, you guys. I was so focused on y'all should subscribe. It's a small price and the info we're getting to help them out. Yes, I agree with Sandy. The first 5 subscribers are going to get access to my portfolio, direct messages to me, and they will have priority on these live streams. I will be live streaming at least at a minimum of 4 times per week. The goal is 6, but the minimum is going to be 4. And this is where most of my content is going to come from moving forward, is the live streams. All right, so 2017 bull run right here, 2018 bear market, right? Make this nice and pretty for you. 85. Call me boomer because I don't know how to describe. It should be like the little star at the bottom, right? It says follower goal 2 of 5. That is how you subscribe. Right under, right here. Right here. All right, so bull run here, bear market here. We had an 85% drop. Okay, I'll just show you 85%. This is 2017. This is 2018. 84, 85% potato. Now, from here to here, mostly people thought that this was it. This was 69% drop. Dropped 69% almost immediately. Within 55 days, 69% drop. And then basically, like we ranged, but basically traded sideways. And people think that that's good. That's it for the better part of 300 days. Almost a whole year traded sideways. And then one more leg down. When you're in this point, it is the depths of despair. This is the depths of despair. Right after this, you fall off this cliff right here. This is the depths of despair. Bitcoin is stupid. Like, why would you ever hold Bitcoin? Bitcoin's going to 1,000. Bitcoin's going to 0. Crypto's dumb. All this stuff, right? This was like all the dumb stuff, right? You're crazy for holding crypto. Sound familiar? Bitcoin's going to 10K. Bitcoin's going to 12K. Why would you hold crypto? I wouldn't touch crypto with a 10-foot pole. Blah, 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 right? Depths of despair for 126 days. And then after that, you bust out of this range. Right back to this level. You pop off, and now let's go to where we're at right now. All right. So 85% drop. Not quite, but within the range. Massive parabolic rise. Huge painful drop. Trading sideways, days on end. You think it's it. Trading sideways, days on end. You think it's it. One more leg down. One more leg down. The depths of despair. Bitcoin's stupid. Why would you ever be in Bitcoin? Bitcoin's going to 10,000. Bitcoin's going to 12,000, right? All of that. Bitcoin's going to 12,000. Then we pop out of this range. And that's where I think we're at right now. Now, if you were to look to the past for the future, we're going to pop out and come back and back test this prior support, which is where I have my buy order in. All this huge cluster of trading is the prior support. It was resistance, but we broke through. We're testing it as support. That is very healthy to do Because if you don't test it, you have to eventually come back. After we test the prior support, we go on to the relief rally, which is what I always say in all my price predictions. 90% of all the cryptocurrencies are not going to make new all-time highs. They will only go to a relief rally, right? I say that in every single one. The relief rally is between the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement and the 702 retracement. Well, here we go. Back test right up to the 618, which is smack dab in the middle between 0.5 and 702. It nails it on the head. Now, on this rise right here, this is the narrative. This is what you're hearing on Twitter. This is what I'm going to tell you. Because it's important to pay attention what the macros are saying on Twitter, on the news, because you need to do the opposite. On this rise right here, Bitcoin's going to the moon. It's going to Mars. Rocking and rolling. We're going to be so rich, right? And then, boom, you have a massive pullback. Back testing one more time. This in Wyckoff, this is called the spring. They think that this is the next bull run. They think the bottom's in, so the bull run is on. But that's not how it goes. The bottom is in, so the relief rally is on. Then you have a black swan or a spring. Same thing. In this particular case, it was C19. Okay? This was the C19 spring, and that's what it is. If you compress a spring down, it will shoot up out of there. That's what it was. C19 spring. That was your last life-changing entry point on Bitcoin before a parabolic rise. So where I think we're at in the market right now, I don't know how high we're going to go. Right now, we're kind of in no man's land, but at some point, we're going to back test this prior support right here. Let me zoom in. At some point, we're going to back test this prior support, somewhere between 21,000, 17,000, anywhere in there. Then we're going to go on to a relief rally. Some point in 2023. Could be as late as Q3, Q4 of 2023. Bitcoin is going to hit $39,000 to $50,000. I can guarantee it. And then when that happens, this is what I'm telling you. Pay attention. When you see Bitcoin at $35,000, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, you're going to start hearing Bitcoin to the moon. I can't wait. How rich we're going to be. It's going to Mars. And then we're going to roll right back over. So this is what I think is going to happen. We're going to come up, back test, right up here, 0.5, roll back over, one spring down, off and away we go to the bull market. And this spring right here, it sounds like it's going to be easy to buy, right? But in reality, like, think about how emotional this spring was. This was C19. Like, how crazy did everybody get? That's what it's going to be like right here. It's going to be something major. It's not going to feel good to buy it. But that's going to be the last life-changing entry point, in addition to your regularly scheduled dollar cost average. And then if Bitcoin wants to go parabolic in 2025, it'll be somewhere between 94,000, and 193,000. That is the max I think that Bitcoin will get to in 2025. So there you go. That is my macro outlook on the charts, on where we're headed. Now, there's going to be there's going to be wicks here and there, and stuff's going to be up and down and sideways, and that's what it's really going to be. There's going to be a lot of sideways and boring, and you're just going to wait for it to come on, go up or go down. It's just going to be sideways most of 2023, just like it was right here. This is a lot of sideways stuff right here. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be sideways, and you're just going to be like, man, I just can't wait for it to go, and then it's going to be a spring. It went the wrong way. That's how it's going to be. Something in that neighborhood. More time to buy. That's right. That's why dollar cost averaging is so powerful. It's so simple. It's so simple. But like in reality, if you take retail investors, right? Let's say you were dollar cost averaging this average price right here. Like you have so much time. You had so much time to get this price. You had 800 days to get this price of $7,000. 800 days to get this price. And the thing is, not even the bottom. Like you're just averaging out 800 days. That's a 9x on Bitcoin. But the thing is, when people start getting excited about it, when they wait for the bull market, right? They're waiting for the bear market to be over so that they can get ready. Like they get in like right here or really right there. But even if they get in right here, like they're chasing another. Even if it's right here, like they're really smart. They're chasing a 2x. Meanwhile, most of the gains were already gone and gotten just on the relief rally. That's why dollar cost averaging is so fundamentally, groundbreakingly, it's important. And that's the way that you're going to take your emotions out of the game. And that's what they play on. They play on your emotions. You got to understand that these market makers and these whales, like they're trying to take your money. And they do that by playing on your emotions. Who do you think owns the media? And who do you think owns like everything? The influencer, like all of it. Like they're trying to play on your emotions. And how you take your emotions out is just by automating it. That's what you really want to do. You want to have it set up to where it buys automatically. You don't even have to worry. Like that takes your emotions completely out of it. How long have you been in crypto, brother? I've been in crypto since 2014. But I wasn't really in crypto in 2014. I just like was doing nonsense with crypto in 2014. But I was like, got really in crypto in like 2016, 2017. Got wrecked. It's like part of it. 85% down, just like everybody else. And I just got obsessed with it probably during that bear market. And really obsessed with it. Like this is the internet. This is my generation's version of the internet. The technology of the blockchain is the internet. It's going to change the world in every single aspect of life. Just like the internet did. Like you guys are watching me right now because of a crazy technology that was invented 20 years ago. Like what is the next 20 years going to look like with transactions? All right. DCA equals success, survival, in the bear market. That's right. You take your emotions out of it. You don't have to think. The less decisions you have, the better. I have a heavy loss at LCX. I bought at 330 huge. All right, my man. Or my friend. I keep saying my man. I'm going to say my friend. My friend. This is what you can do. Non-financial advice. You need to ask yourself the question. Do you believe in ALCX long term? Do you think it is here to stay for 10, 20 years? If that's the case, dollar cost average heavy, get your price lower, your average price way lower than 330. If you don't believe in ALCX long term, 10, 20 years, like you're for sure in your mind, heart, and soul, like we're at, if this is a player for you, this is like way accumulation time right now. Even at $50, like that's great. That's great to accumulate, get your price way down. Like if you doubled the amount, your initial 330, you could get your average price down to like $40, $50. And then it's really not even that bad of a loss. So if you believe in it long term, that would be the solution. Now, if you don't believe in it or you're unsure of it, when Bitcoin gets to 30, 35, 36, 37, 38,000, that would be the point in which you would de-risk your loss. You would cut your losses at least like 65% of your bag. Maybe you hold a little bit to moon. The green banks are going away. All digital is coming. That's right. So check it out. People don't even realize like how close it really is. It like actually is. I believe on it now. The average buying at this bearish trend. Yeah, man. Just every single week, pick a number. It doesn't matter if it's $1, $10, $100, $50. It doesn't matter. Pick a number and buy every single week. Get that 330 average price down. That's what you want to do. Because you'll be in the green much sooner. Like, it could never get to 330 again. 330 is like 300 is the 702. If it gets to 330, that means it's going to go parabolic. So, like, you want to get your price down. You know what I mean? But, okay, so, Sandy, what you said, it is much closer than we even think it is. Because today, right now, 97% of all currency is digital. There's only 3% that is physical. And this is the red pill of crypto. This is the red pill of crypto. It's like our money already is internet magical money. It already is internet magical money. It already is. Like Sandy became a member today, and I'm very grateful for that. Thank you, Sandy. But there was nothing that physically happened. She didn't slide me a 20. There's nothing that physically happened. That is internet magic money. Right? So if you can wrap your mind around the idea that our dollars is bullcrap, if you can wrap your brain around that our money is no more valuable in actuality than monopoly money. It's valuable because we say it's valuable. But in actuality, this is just a piece of paper. And this piece of paper really isn't even anywhere. In actuality, it's already magic internet money. So if you can accept that it's already magic internet money, what is another one? But this one is better, faster, more secure. Last year, the United States government printed $7 trillion. Did they ask you guys if that was okay? They didn't ask me. With Bitcoin, there's 21 million Bitcoin. That's it. It doesn't matter how many wars we have, how many pandemics we have. It doesn't matter. There's 21 million Bitcoin. That's it. That's all that there will ever be. It is decentralized, not controlled by a government, corporation, or entity. Our currency is controlled by the Federal Reserve, which is neither federal nor are they reserve. They are private bankers that loan money to the United States government. My bank plans to launch crypto back half of this year. Yeah, I read in an article that 75% of banks are going to adopt crypto in the future. And to me, that was like, well, 25% of them are going to die. Dude, I dropped 100K in GemX today. That's crazy. Bro, did you hear something about a meme coin like Super Slow Key, I have invested a lot through Trust Wallet, but it's worth only $7 now. Same thing. Well, like if you're heavy loss on something like that, to me, again, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. If you're heavy loss on something like that, when Bitcoin goes to 35, 36, 37, 38K, that's your time to cut your losses on that. And maybe hold a little moon bag, hold a little 10, 20, 30% of your portfolio on something that is like, not a real thing. You can hold it for a moon bag, but I would cut most of your losses on a retracement on anything that you don't believe in long term. So when you see Bitcoin 30K plus, our government is printing money like there is something to back it, but it's monopoly money. That's right. 1971. So to understand Bitcoin, you really got to understand the history of money. And the history of money is that it used to be gold. And really, the technology of the dollar was actually a pretty good technology back then. Because what it was a note. It was an IOU for this piece of gold. But in 1971, Richard Nixon took the U.S. dollar off of the gold standard. And they never put it back. And from that time until now, we have lost 96% of the purchasing power. Paper bills only have value because they've been told it does. That's right. That's how it's all. We've always done it like that. And we're always going to do it that way. It has value because we say it has value. When we say it doesn't have value, guess what? It doesn't have value. Have you heard of Stellar Bank? I haven't. But it's ranked at 73 about on Coinbase. But I don't want to invest on a meme coin because it's worthless. It only booms sometimes. I'm not telling you what to do. If you feel convicted on that, then just dollar cost average down. But if you don't feel like it's going to be here for the next 5-10 years, then cut some of your losses, maybe 60%, and then hold 40% for a moon bag. And then for the love of God, if you ever on any coin have life-changing money, take profits. All right, you guys. I have been on here for 2 hours and 3 minutes. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. Our currency might as well be rocks. At one point, it was seashells. So, rocks, potatoes, chicken eggs, it doesn't matter. It is what we say it is. It's the energy that we put behind it. Because that's what money really is. It's a measurement of energy. That's it. So, but that's it for this guy. You guys, I'll be on here sometime tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then I'll be on here for sure on Friday. This whole live stream will be on YouTube tomorrow. If you guys want to become a member and help support me, you'll get access to my portfolio, access to direct messaging, as well as buy sell alerts, books, all that stuff. Bump to the front of the line on these live streams and much, much more. But I appreciate every single one of you guys. Peace, love, prosperity. God first. God bless. I'm out.